Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's May the 11th of the Duck Adventure, and I was out here this morning at 6 o'clock, and I did the water for the ducks, and they wanted out really bad at 6 this morning, but I couldn't do that. I had to keep them penned up because I can't let them out till at least 11 o'clock in the morning to make sure I get the eggs. But the Pekins want out really, really bad. Of course, they're not getting out because they had yesterday out, so we're going to be letting the Rouens out right now because it's their turn. And as you can see, the girls here, they're wanting out really bad. So we're going to open the gate here and we'll let them. Oh, look out, ducks! That swinging gate. You girls got to learn. Here they come. The little miniature morning rush. And of course, look at their dog. Oh, he's such a good dog. He sticks right by me. Doesn't freak the ducks out. Watches them. Oh, they're heading out to the front. Now, Doug will end up going out there to check to make sure it's all right. He's got something about the ducks. He likes going deeper into the bush and keeping an eye on them. I think it's he just secures the perimeter. But I'm gonna do a little more water. I'm gonna do the water here. I'm not doing egg recon yet because I've got to. I'm just setting up some more instrumentation on the incubator for checking, and then we're gonna go do the egg recon later today, and then we're gonna be loading eggs up here tomorrow morning. Is the plan. So it's close. The incubator's been running all night, so we'll come back in a few minutes here, and we'll do egg recon later on today. Okay, I've already unwrapped it. I've cheated here today. I read the instructions before I turned the video camera on. So this is the scientific calibration, or scientific, I should say, hygrothermometer, which is actually you can calibrate. Unlike a lot of humidity and temperature units you buy made in China stuff, this is made in China, but this is scientific grade where you actually can calibrate it. So that's what I wanted to make sure, is that my incubator is right. So this is it's a big display. Now it can be Celsius or Fahrenheit. I'm going Fahrenheit because everything I've got on documentation is in Fahrenheit, but this will we'll figure out what Celsius Fahrenheit temperature is in the incubator. So anyway, so here's the deal. So now to make sure it's right, I bought this. It's a calibration fluid, and it is this stuff right here. Now we're going to just open it. Now what we do is then you slide this in all the way into the unit. Okay, so this is 75% humidity, and you're supposed to let it sit 1 hour, and we're going to come back in 1 hour and it should read 75% here. If it's not 75%, then we're going to have to calibrate it. I've got a 33% humidity setting, which is for the calibration process, and a 75, which you're supposed to set it up, and then on the back there's adjustments on the back of this underneath the battery compartment. Inside of here, there's a little adjustment right here that you turn 1/8 of a turn to calibrate the humidity, and then calibrate the temperature. So, and we're going to see how close this is. Now, a crazy part is, like I told you on the incubator, the computer I bought was $65. This was $70. So, but this was bought from a North American supplier, and it's Exact Tech, which is Scientific Instruments. So it's not a. This is not a homeowner version of a digital thermometer. This is a high-tech unit. So we're going to let it go an hour, and we'll see if it calibrates right. If it's right, then we'll know that we can use it in the machine, and we're going to go put it in the incubator, and we're going to monitor the incubator tonight to make sure it's right. I'm just taking a bit of a break here, having a quick little snack here. 3 little eggs. Well, 3 little double yolk and big eggs. Well, even when you buy something quality, it doesn't. It blows me away how even that doesn't work out. So, but thankfully I bought the calibration. So we've had it sitting in here. The probe has been sitting in the 75% humidity for over an hour. It says 1 hour, and you're supposed to get your reading. And if it doesn't match up, then you've got to adjust the reading. So right now I'm getting a reading of 71% humidity in a 75% humidity tray. So what I've got to do is I'm going to adjust it now with the screw. I'm going to do this in braille, because I've already took a pre-look here of what I've got to do with my glasses on. So I'm trying to do this with the pivot heads. So now we're going to, this screw goes in here. And you're supposed to keep turning and it will update. Now you're supposed to turn and then you wait. Oh, we have to get it up to 75. So I'm not going to make you watch the whole video, but you know, thankfully I bought the calibration fluid so that I could tell or calibrate this to make sure that the you know, the unit is right. So it's going to be interesting to see how accurate the actual incubator is compared to this, because this will be calibrated. Just waiting here. And the thing is, you're supposed to adjust it, which I've been turning it, and then you have to wait another half an hour. So I'll turn it a little bit more here, and then we're going to let it sit. Okay, so now it's at 75. According to the instructions, you're supposed to let it sit another half an hour, 45 minutes, and a half an hour to 45 minutes longer to see what the adjustment nets you out finally, because there's supposedly some lag in it. So we'll see. So we'll come back to you in about 45 minutes, and we'll see how this works out. Actually, I'm going to go down and do a recon while we're waiting for this. I was just heading over to the barn here, just walking out the gate, and I realized Mr. Gimp here, poor guy. He, you know, he's got that limp. He can't hang on. I actually saw the other 3 drakes picking on him. He's an underdog, but it's sad because he spends, you know, all day in here alone. You know, wanting to be with the Pekins on this side of the fence. You know, he sits there and, you know, watches them all day. But he doesn't want to go anywhere, or can't go anywhere. I don't know what the deal is with him. So, oh, someone just dropped an egg. Look at that. They just dropped an egg, and actually, that's okay. That wasn't an egg drop. I'm just looking here. There's no ducks running around with shells right now. So that, whatever duck that was that just did that, just dropped an egg. I guess we call it an egg fart because there was no shell on it. They're farting eggs without shells. And then the other ducks came along, because like if that was a freshly broken egg, there'd be a shell around here, or there'd be ducks running away with a shell and others chasing them. So the Pekin ducks are farting eggs. That's what they're doing. All right, let's go into the barn and see what the Rouens have given us. All right, let's see what the Rouens have given us. Doug is he's really interested now in the egg recon. He follows me all around. He actually follows me around everywhere. Oh yes, I forgot. I don't know if it showed up last night in the video or not. I can't remember. But I discovered how the chicken's doing that. I came in here last night and the chicken was sitting right there. She freaked me right out. I came through and there's a chicken right by my shoulder. So she's sitting up here, dropping her loads there. So the chickens are taking the high ground in here. So let's see what they've given us here today. Okay. Now, they're not using the back corner anymore. All right, so we've got 5 in here. Oh, boys, look at this one. 5, 7, 8, 9. Oh, broken one. 10, 11. That's another thing I'm very confused on. I've been getting these small, little, tiny. I think that was 11. Keep that number in track there for me, boys and girls. I've been getting these small duck eggs, and I know they're not chickens because my chickens are all brown eggs, and I'm getting these little tiny eggs like that are not, they're not duck eggs, or they're not normal duck eggs. Actually, I didn't collect chicken eggs yesterday. I left them in here because I was busy, but that is definitely not a chicken egg, but it's not a good duck egg. All right, so I think that was 11, or whatever it was. I forget. And 2 more, so that's 13. Maybe 13, I don't know. Lost count. And 2 more over here. I keep hearing crunching sounds. I think I'm stepping on eggs. Oh, broken egg yolk back here. So that means they've busted one. So it's not bad out of 19 females. The chickens are sitting right here on here. They're roosting here and they're dropping their loads there. But that's really the only poop feces that we have in here is from the chickens, because there is no duck feces. Like, it is clean as could be. So the chickens are making a mess in here, but the ducks are not, because there's nothing on the floor. So, all right, let's see what the Muscovy have given us here. Oh yeah, so that duck, that poop there is also from our chickens. They're sitting on here also at night. The chickens are sitting on everywhere high in here now. So, all right, so let's see what they've given us here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that pail down. I brought a piece of paper towel here just to lay this down like that, so I can keep track of the different eggs. As I've got Muscovy here. So what have the Muscovy given us? We got 2. Not a lot of eggs in here today. The Muscovy are slacking. 2. Oh, there's 3. Oh, that's 5 eggs. Don't even have to wash these eggs. That's a nice thing. So that's 5, 6, 7 eggs. 7 Muscovy duck eggs. So 2 females did not come through for us today. Just going to double check over here. No, they did not come through. So that's 7 eggs. All right, so that's egg recon. So we're gonna head up there. Gotta wash the bottom ones that are dirty. The Muscovies I don't have to wash. We're gonna just leave them, and we're gonna go up and load them in the egg trays. Well, this thing is a lot trickier to calibrate than I thought here. It's taken a while. It's not exactly, just banging. It works. Just. There's an adjustment here again. It's a trick, so you gotta keep adjusting and waiting. And so it's basically adjusted, wait 15 to 30 minutes, and then adjust it again. It's a long process here, a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. All right, we've got the unit calibrated now. I've got it in the 33% humidity pod, and it's been reading that, and it's been about a half an hour, 45 minutes. So the unit is calibrated now. Hopefully the temperature is correct, which we're going to find out if it's out of whack here when we put it in the incubator. So let's install it in the incubator. Well, this is the closest I've got to for calibrating the temperature. This thermometer, this piece of crap digital, I paid like $10 for it. It's within a half a degree of this one, so I'm hoping this one has always been pretty close to other thermometers, so I'm hoping that it's right here. I do have one other thermometer which I'm going to give it a crack, and we'll see if it matches up. But so far I'm 0.4 of a degree out. So this one's either out or that one's either out. Who knows? But we'll try with another thermometer. Well, I've got the scientific controller put in the top of the unit here. Actually, it was nice of them to have a grommet hole here. I found it right through, so it's inside actually with the other sensors. Now, temperature right now, I just put it in, so it hasn't adjusted, but according to this, the machine says the relative humidity is 25% right now, but it is 14% on this one, which I believe this one because we just calibrated it. So now there is an adjustment on this to reset the humidity, so we're going to let it run, and I'm going to see how bad the temperature is out of whack compared to you know, the unit and this. We'll let it run an hour, and I'll come back an hour and a half, and we'll see what the deal is. But so far, the humidity is out by 10%. So it'll be interesting to see what we end up coming up with here. But like I said, I've already read the manual. You can adjust this, so adjust the calibration on it. So we'll see what happens here. All right. So we'll come back in an hour and see what the meter reads and how out of whack the incubator is. Almost forgot. Today I went to my neighbor's place, and unfortunately his geese have started hatching goslings, so he wasn't too forthcoming on the goose eggs today because all his geese are sitting on eggs, and he actually had there's about 9 goslings running around, but he's losing eggs to the raccoons, but he wants to give the geese a chance. But I've got some eggs from today. I got 2 Chinese geese, these, and these are white embryms. So I've got, what have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 10 embryms and 2 Chinese is what he gave me today. He says if there's more this week, I'll get some more. But I just want to show you, this is my tray of Muscovies, which tomorrow they'll be filled up. The incubator's getting loaded up. And I wrote the date on all the eggs because I'm curious. These are like the 6th and the 5th of May. I'm curious to see the age on the success on the hatch rate. That's what I'm curious about. And this way we're going to actually be able to see. Now I'm not going older than May the 2nd is the oldest egg that I'm going to put in tomorrow. So, and these are the 11th. And then these are all the 7th to the 10th, I think. Or 10th, no, 7th to the 9th right here. So that's a good whack of eggs. So we're going to be putting in, it's looking probably, maybe, I might end up putting in 10 trays tomorrow, grand total. So that's a pretty good whack of eggs. So, you know, 550, 600 eggs tomorrow is what we're going to load the incubator with. So I'm excited. This is, it's happening. So the next thing on the duck adventure is building a hatcher. So, well, not the next thing. The next thing is load the incubator up to tomorrow. Or loading it up tomorrow, I should say. I'm stumbling here. That ringing in my ears is screwing me right up. But at least I know what it is now, and I'm working towards, you know, fixing what's causing it, the problem. So, but we'll just let the incubator go here, and we'll see how the control or how the calibration worked out, and we'll see how out of whack the machine is. I gotta show you this. Doug just went down to the swamp, got the ducks, and then Doug's gone down to the swamp, and the ducks are keep following them down into the swamp. The Rouens, like I said, there's some kind of bond that's been going on that, you know, when Doug goes into the bush, I mean the ducks go in the bush, Doug's been going in with them, and the ducks, the Rouens specifically, follow Doug around. And I was in the pen just filling the water up, and I ran out and got the camera for this because I thought for sure Doug went down there to get the ducks to come back, and then he went down. He's farther down there right now. I think there he is, right around there. But the ducks, they went down, followed him, and then they came back. He was like, I wish I would have had, I didn't have the pivot heads on time because I just came up to the water quickly. And of course I should have had them because it was priceless footage. The ducks were following Doug down there. Doug! Come on! Here he comes. Doug the duck protector. He's just a natural at this duck thing. Wherever the ducks go, Doug seems to be not far behind, but he really likes the Rouens. I don't know what it is. They like him and he likes them. It's bizarre. Come on, dog. Oh, Doug, you're so good. Yes. Poor little limpy on you. Oh, let me get the ruins. They're your new friends, aren't they, Doug? It's bizarre. It's like Doug's only been here for about 3.5 weeks, and it's strange the bond that is developing between him and the ducks. Specifically the Rouens. I don't know if it's because they go in the bush. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Because the Pekins, are not doing the bush like the Rouens are. And like Doug loves jumping in with the Muscovies. He likes jumping in the pen with them. But the Pekins are just a little too freaked out for him, or he's too freaked out for them. I don't know, one or the other. Alright, so that's the duck adventure. I'm going to fill up the water here, the other kiddie pool for the Pekins here, and then Doug and I are going to herd the Rouens in, which is, I'll throw the pivot heads in onto that, and I'll show you how easy it is now to lead the ducks into the pen. Alright, Doug's a little wound up right now. He's just been running around the yard like a fool while I'm doing the water. The water gets him excited. But we're going to, now he's calmed down, we're going to get the Rouens to come into the pen. We're going to put them into bed early tonight. So, oh, there's some of them over there. Now Doug, you notice how he's going over here now, and he's going to get those birds. Will start coming over here with these ones. Just watch this. He just knows he's going over there, and he just brings them over. It's like I don't know, he always heads in the right direction. The whistle. Doug comes running over really quick, and he runs high. Now that he hasn't gotten by that. It's the puppiness in him right now. He's a little wound up, but he doesn't run near the ducks. He stays he's screwing the ducks right up though, right now. But he's not. He's just staying away from the ducks. I can't believe this dog is like, he doesn't do anything to get the duck. Like, he wants to run right now, but he doesn't want to freak the ducks out. It's, okay, that burst was a little too much for him. All right. Doug, you're a nut. All right, let's put the ducks to bed now that you've got that out of your system. He ran so much there that he had to lay down. That's for a second. That was too funny. You got to remember, it's less than, it's been 3.5 weeks ago. That dog was an apartment dog, so this is all is still pretty well circuit overload for him. He's doing a fantastic job here on the duck adventure. He just always stays right behind the ducks. He doesn't, you notice he doesn't run up onto them. He doesn't rush them, and he doesn't crowd them. Which are the two golden rules with ducks. You don't rush them and you don't crowd them. But this year, I think it's going to be so much easier. Compared, even like last year, I had 171 ducks by myself, and it was a horror show trying to get them to go places. I think with duck this year, 2,000 ducks, Doug and I are going to be the duck herding pros. Because Doug is certainly, shaping up to know what he's doing here on this job. And like, look at this. And we took them right around the whole property, brought 2 groups together, and brought them in, and never once did the ducks get freaked out. And this is what it's like every night with Doug, putting the ducks away. So that's the show. And the ducks aren't panting, they aren't, upset. Everybody's calm. Exactly the way it should be, you know. Alright, well, that's it for the Doug adventure. Oh, and there's Doug. You're so good, aren't you? You're such a good dog, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. Natural duck dog. I don't know if I'm going to regret filming this or not, because I've only been teaching Doug this the last 3 weeks, this trick. Well, since he moved in here, I've been trying to teach him this trick. And he's been doing pretty good with it. So I'm going to videotape what it's like to bring a duck feces covered dog back into your home. Come on, Doug. Alright. Oh, Doug. Come here. Alright. I got the hose. Hey, Doug. Alright, let's turn you around the back end here. Now, this is I've only been doing this now, like I said, for 3 weeks. And Doug is really cooperative. But the secret is started his back feet. For some reason, my other dogs, I could do this from their starting at the front and then work my way back. But for some reason, Doug doesn't like his front feet done until I'm almost done. So, come on, Doug, come on. No, don't fight yet. Relax. See, as long as the spray, as soon as he starts touching his front feet, he's not a big fan of it. But considering, you know, that 3 weeks ago, this dog probably didn't know what, you know, garden hose was. He's is having no problem with this whole process of getting and that's what it's like to get Doug cleaned up from running around in duck feces all day. Come on.